Well, guys, for the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off the loss to Charlotte at the Time Warner Cable Arena.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Other Eastern Conference teams.
Kevin, they finished 25-27 against the rest of the conference. Played under 500 against the East at home.
Here is Ellington. After the Sixers pick up 2. Winslow wide open. He fires. Buries the long-range jumper.
For their offense.
Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, he's in a groove right now. The touch is flowing. 6 of 6 from the field.
So the 76ers are trying a shotgun approach to that, trying to get as many top 3 picks as they can, hoping one turns into the quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
To Stauskas, back to Rodriguez, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. 76ers lead by 3. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. 76ers getting the bucket. They get it back. Here's Dragic, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Shot goes up.
Captain Clutch. They get it again. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Quick.
Johnson, a wide open look, and again Miami with the triple. 3-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown, but they get it back, so they take the lead. Nick Roberts has got his first points of this.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable. And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might.
Henderson. 1 second left, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. 76ers on top, leading by 3.
For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The biggest lead of the quarter was only 3 points as they traded baskets back and forth. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, their playmakers were in top form tonight. They showed great court vision and great ball movement. That's why they had so many assists. It's much easier to defend guys who don't want to pass the basketball.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
The three-point shot has really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the 3, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Talk about.
Here's Captain Clutch. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals. But he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspensions.
To go with, maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
And that one's good. 32 points for Captain. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit Johnson outside. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup.
They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing what's going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. 76ers lead by 6. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Dragic, 76ers getting the bucket. That's good.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot. Balled in his offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game.
Screen, passes it to Babbitt to take the lead, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. To the inside, and Embiid throws it down.
Just a great battle these two teams are waging here today.
This is to Henderson. Here's Captain Clutch, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you...
Here we go, one-on-one. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction. To the middle, Captain Clutch.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Leading by 5, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
So the 76ers win it. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching.
Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
He accounted for more than half of their points, an amazing output. When there was a bucket they absolutely had to have, he was the guy they went to. Now that's an awful lot for one player, but he did not let them down.